So I want to apologize for all of the noise ahead of time. I came down to the farm, so I've just been chilling. But I came across this comment today. Today is September 7th. So um, I read the first sentence, but then my eyes, they gravitated towards another part of it, which was variance. For some reason, my eyes just gravitated towards variance. So I read the little variance part, and I was like, I'll just reply to that, and I'll just come back later, read the rest, and respond. So that's what I did. I replied to the variance. I really didn't want to go into detail. I'm so tired of talking about variance. Yes, variance is real, but I'm going to tell you some things about this. So I came back, I started reading, got past only to the first sentence again, but then my eyes fucking jumped. My eyes jumped to a portion where it says, "Don't let delusion prevent you from becoming a winning player." And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna respond. But then my eyes jumped again. Like, I didn't read all of this. Like, my eyes jumped again, but it jumped to this part, and it says, "Grow up and take responsibility and stop complaining about." And I stopped right there. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna reply to them, and I wound up just deleting their comment because I'm so tired of people like this. I know I didn't read it all. I should have read it all, but it's usually the same. It's usually the same when these people come like this. It's usually the same bullshit, the same nonsense. So I like to respond. I like to respond in video form. So let's go variance. People always want to talk about variance. Variance. Well, guess what? Not everyone plays like they play on WSOP and all this other shit. It doesn't take 20 minutes to finish one fucking hand and live versus online. That's just not how it works. Online, yes, hands can move a little bit faster, but not much faster. About a minute itself. Sometimes hands go on for longer than a minute. Just like in live poker, when I'm playing in a tournament and when I'm playing in cash games, same thing. The hands are about the same amount of time. Now, the only difference really is multi-tabling. So yes, a lot of there are some people that multi-table. They try to make it seem like it's so like everyone. No, not everyone multi-tables. When I first started, I didn't start multi-tabling until like my almost going into my second year of playing online poker, and it was only 2 tables. That was it. That was all I would do. The most I've ever done was probably like 6 or 5, and that wasn't even like that was even a lot. That was like a handful of times, literally. Less than a handful of times. Handful is basically 5, so less than 5. Even now, yes, I talk about multi-tabling. Usually it's 2 hands, but sometimes, two tables. But sometimes I'll do 3 and 4. I haven't done 4 in a long time. When I was really playing and really making money, and I was doing 4, but I haven't done 4 since last week. And even before last week, I haven't played 4 at the same time in probably quite some time. So when it comes to variance, they love to say you play a lot more hands. That's not even the case. And I've also used Ultimate Texas Hold'em as a reference. That game does move faster than the traditional poker table, and I still don't experience. Now, I'm not saying I don't, because you do experience bad beats, but I don't experience as many bad beats playing that than as I do in online poker. Now, you may say, well, Ultimate Texas Hold'em, they can't get you to fold and blah blah blah. But if you think about it, the house doesn't fold. House does not fold. So you're gonna play the hand out. You're gonna play all the way to the river most of the time. So so yeah, variance. No, let's be for real. Let's stop the bullshit. That's not even valid. These companies, yes, variance is real, but what these companies do is they like to try to hide behind things like that. And variance gives them the ability to hide behind their nonsense, because there's no way in hell you can experience so many bad beats in a short period of time. especially in almost every hand. And I've showed this. Even in one of my most recent videos, those hands wasn't like spread apart. They weren't taken from like a long video. They was short period of time. You see how many bad beats I experienced. I don't want to hear that shit. Now, when they talk about, this is the funny part, because I've also talked about this plenty of times as well. I even provided evidence. I've even, it's sort of why I started posting some of this stuff. I started the channel because I was a winning poker player. I was winning, and I wanted to show people I was, able to win. I was trusted at that point in time. I still had trust in online poker, and I was still winning. I was still playing. So I started posting my winnings. It started with, I think, Instagram, and then I moved a little bit over to YouTube, and I posted one of my tournament wins, and then like a royal flush, I think. But then, so that's how I started. I started because I was winning quite a bit, and I just want to show that. Then I started noticing a lot of things happening that was unfair because, like I said, my first few years of poker, I was only online. I never stepped inside of a casino, didn't know about it, didn't know the casino culture, didn't know anything. So once I finally started stepping into a casino and actually playing, I noticed, hey, this plays a lot different than online. And I know it is because online you're using more of your betting tells, and you have to tell a better story. In person, you have more tells. You're able to look at body language, eyes, chips. Some people have quirks about them that you can pay attention to that literally tell. There's some people that they bet so fast, and they have it because they're just broadcasting that they have like the nuts, like they got it. But so yeah, I noticed that, and I was like, this doesn't sit right. And then things started happening more. I told those stories as well, how I was being cheated out of some money. I was involved in some type of ring game, and I was provided money back because I was cheated, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. So my content sort of started switching real fast, showing people what really is happening. But I'm still a winning player. I showed a lot of the tournaments. They are smaller tournaments because, again, I don't load money on these sites. I don't play these big tournaments. I do it enough to show you guys, but also make change. Making a few $100s is not, it's minimal. I'm not bragging. It's not a brag. It's nothing like that. It's just minimal in my life. A few $100, like, what is that? It's something, but it's I can go to the casino, spend a few hours there, and make a lot more. So that's what I'm getting at. So I'm still showing that I'm a winning player, but I'm also still talking about a lot of the issues, a lot of the scamming, a lot of the cheating from people, but also these sites themselves. So when this person is talking to me about don't let it stop you, what is it? Don't let delusion prevent you from becoming a winning player. Bitch, I've been a winning player. Next. So when they start saying grow up and take responsibility, let me read this. Let me see. Grow up and take responsibility and start complaining about anything, not just poker, and see how your life changed to the better, and thus your win rate at the so just more bullshit. Just as I thought. I finally read the whole sentence. As I thought, just more bullshit. I'm already a winning player. I've already taken responsibility. That's why I'm showing this. It'd be a different story if I was a losing player and I was talking about this. But even then, some of those losing players definitely have valid points. But I'm actually a winning player, and I am talking about this. That's why I'm showing this, because when I used to talk about this, I really wasn't posting as many wins, especially on this particular channel. So to shut people up, I started posting these wins and showing people these wins. Like I'm getting first place, I'm getting final tables, I'm getting second place a lot more often than regular players. I'm getting them like you would see some of our favorite streaming and watching content creators on poker on YouTube. So that was my whole point of that. So it's just more bullshit. I just want to point that out and address this comment that I did leave it up, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna delete it because it's just more bullshit. Just more bullshit. It's like people think just because it's a company, they're not gonna cheat you. They're gonna ask, well, it's a company, it's a legitimate company, why would they cheat? Bitch, it literally has happened so many times. Why wouldn't they? If they were so trustworthy, then why aren't they regulated? Why aren't they more open with their customers? Why are there so many videos of them cheating people? Like, you can legit, like blackjack, you legitly see dealers flipping up other cards, doing little hand tricks and things like that. Why, if they're so legitimate, why? If they're so legitimate, why when you load money onto their sites? I haven't done it in a long time, very long time, years and years and years, but what I remember is when you used to load on their site, they would actually change their name and make it look like a whole different company. Does that sound legitimate, or does that sound right to you? Why are you pushing cryptocurrency all of a sudden so hard? Why? Because what you want to do is protect yourselves, and protect yourselves. So, I don't know. There's a lot of things that was wrong with this comment. And I really don't plan to read it all. So